fantasy warrior you've always wanted to be is not as fun on the battlefield in real life as you think it might be. But becoming a hero champion in the comfort of wherever you are and whatever you're doing whilst you're playing on your mobile device or PC can be. Set aside the boring games and become who you were born to be. A mighty Raid Shadow Legends player with over 600 champions to collect, upgrade and battle, endless artifacts to find, and billions of different teams to try out. Raid Shadow Legends has you covered for years, and if you grew up with Pokemon on Game Boy, I was Pokemon Red, well then Raid recaptures that collection magic and many other aspects of the game. So let's open out some shards, probably the most satisfying part of Raid for me. Thing is, whatever shard you get, even if it's a good one or if it's a not so good one, they're all useful. You can use the good ones to level up, and the bad ones, then you must sacrifice them for the greater good to bolster your good champions. It's a win-win. See, so what's new in Raid for this month, I hear you ask? And asked wisely, you have the new event calling you for summer solstice. It's called Path of Light, where you can explore 3 branching paths to get those rewards that you want the most. And there's some awesome new champions coming out. And a new set of skins for the amazing Thunder Guild Mallet. Raid's currently running a special Deliana Chase event where all new and existing players can get a brand new legendary High Elves champion. All you have to do is log in and play Raid for 7 days between now and July the 20th, and you get the awesome Deliana for free, one of the strongest support champions in the entire game. She'll help carry your team and get through many of the Raid's tougher challenges. Alright, call it bro. And all new players, once you're in game, just enter the promo code MyDeliana to get 50 XP boost to max out your legendary hero Deliana to level 50, as well as a ton of silver. Promo code is available from May 23rd to July the 20th. There's seriously never a better time to get started. And if you use my link or scan the QR code right here, new players will get a free starter pack worth almost $30 to kickstart your game. We're talking a free champion Virgies, 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 NG refill, and 1 ancient shard, so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in game. So you will find your rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only, and it's that easy. Just click the link in the description and I will see you in game. Hello there. I would say take a seat, but it looks like you already have. Don't mind me. I like to just suss up my clients with a long, hard stare. Yes. Everything can be numerically figured out, you see. So if I did some calculations here, I would probably give you, yeah, it's 1/10 in likability for you at the moment. I'm going to give you a figure, okay? This figure is going to be out of 100. Okay, 100 being the top, the 1 being the lowest. Perhaps you'd like to tell me how much that I want to see right now, out of 10. Okay, so you've booked your appointment with me. I know it was it's me being sarcastic. You didn't book an appointment with me. This is my personal downtime here in the office. Okay, I don't want to have to deal with petty things like yourself. No offense, of course. If you are a long-standing member of this bank, then we welcome you with open arms. If you put as many investments as all of our other clients, then of course, good to see you. Yeah, but of course, that's not you, is it? Not at all. Not even close. In fact, you haven't even opened up an account with us yet, have you? So how you've managed to sit in here in my office, I don't know. So if you can come up with a figure between 1 and 10, I'll let you know then how much I actually want to see you right now. Okay, between 1 and 10 for me. Okay. Now you've got a calculation in mind. Please tell me. 50. Well, that's quite high. I was thinking more along the lines of this figure here. I think that sort of sums up how much I really want to see you at the moment. So, yeah, that's how interested I am in whatever's going to be occurring at the moment. So, please tell me your very important reasons for coming to see me today. Okay, this must be very important. Okay, go ahead. You have precisely, let me have a look here, put my timer on. Okay, you have precisely 1 minute to tell me what you would like to do. Okay, and then I will happily escort you from my office here. The minute has already begun. You best start. Don't worry, I'm just going to be doing a little bit of work here. Yeah, so you wish to make an investment. Bet you do have some minuscule amount. Okay. Yep. Haven't heard that before. Not at the bank. No, so you wish to make an investment. Of course. Oh, and a loan as well. You're going on holiday, are you? Wouldn't that be so nice? Okay. And where are you off to, might I ask? Oh, really? Somewhere nice in America, is it? Indeed. So you're looking to draw out. You think this is a currency exchange or something? We don't do that sort of thing here at this bank. We deal with heavy investments and large sums of money being placed into the bank account for safekeeping. Yeah, your time's up. Your time's up. I'm afraid I'm not interested. So if you can make your way on it. Oh, really? What kind of investment? So, have you been to... What area did you say you're from? And you've been to all the local... You're familiar with all the local businesses there, are you not? So we've got tailors there, we've got barber shops. Yeah, there's actually game shops in there, all of which are heavy investors into this bank, and we deal with all of their finances there. So if you say you're from that area, then my trust in you does go up tenfold. Though if you're lying to me, then I can terminate that bank account of yours within a flash, and you can be escorted from here from security, which will only take a little press of this button under my table here. Okay, so please do continue. So you think you are making an investment in the future? Okay, how much is it? No, 1 million should suffice there. And how much of that have you got in capital there as well? Living in that area, you should probably have quite a lot of capital. Right. No, so your occupation, just have to put it on the system here. What if I was to venture a guess, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'd say comedian. It's just the way you're dressed. Yeah. Well, okay. So you are an investor. Of course you are. And you would like to invest? How much? Okay. So you'd like to invest that amount into the bank. Okay, and this is going to be a long-term investment. And what account would you like to create for that? Now, what I would recommend, the thing which would be most profitable for the bank, I mean you, would be something like an ISA account, but you are not able to touch it. So this would be almost a frozen ISA account, so you won't be able to access the money for a certain period of time. This is something which I'd be a lot more comfortable in giving someone like you, because you just strike me as a little bit untrustworthy. Okay, I think that's probably the best way to describe you. So if you place the money into that account, okay, we will look after it for you. So let me give you an example here. Okay, so you've got some money here. You've given it to me, right? Okay, so I'm going to take that money. I'm going to place it into an ISA account. So let me just pretend that this laptop here is an ISA account. So we're going to lift that up. We're going to take your money and it's going to be safely positioned into this ISA account right here. Okay, and then we're going to close that ISA account. Right, and so that's not going to be all locked up and looked after. Okay, you with me so far? No, I mean, it's just, you say you're an investor. However, you look far from like you know what to invest in or anything like that, let alone having me explain what these accounts are for you, the very basic of accounts. I mean, someone such as your stature, is what you so aptly put it, should know what I'm doing right now. These accounts should be very familiar with you. Okay, so we would place your money into this ISA account. Okay, so we pop that in there. You get along doing your business, I go along doing my business. Time will pass, and then it will come to a point where perhaps you would like to draw out some money from your ISA account. Well, your ISA account during the time where you can't touch it has actually made quite a little bit of money in there. That's because you've almost effectively invested in the bank in the ISA account, which you can't touch. Okay, so you can have the option to take out the interest which is made into that ISA account. Okay, this is very basic banking stuff, right? Once you decide you want to take that money, say you want to take out just a little bit from that ISA account within the time that you're not allowed to take out that money, well then a charge will be given to the bank. Okay, that would be for me, and then you can take that little bit of investment there and we can continue to lock that for you in there like so and look after it in your ISA account. Right, so you're with me so far? Very, very basic banking stuff right here. Okay, so we take another approach. If you were good, savvy with your money, knew what you were doing, then this can be a lot more profitable for you. Okay, so if you don't touch that ISA account and you've left it for a long period of time, okay, it's all nicely tucked away, the bank has been investing in it, and we've been able to utilize that money and put it into certain assets, and then we can come back to you in however many years, say 5-10 years. I'm sure it wouldn't be time wouldn't be an issue for you, because living in that area, it means capital is flowing all the time, is it not? Okay, and then you can come back to your bank account there and you will find that you have made a healthy investment into the bank, and your interest paid back to you can be quadrupled at the very least using this ISA account. Okay, this requires no less more than $1 million placed into this particular type of account. Here we have this bank. We don't deal with petty cash with perhaps you might go to one of the local banks. No, we deal with businesses of importance in certain areas, and one of the areas which you actually fit in that character, into that category, means that you are eligible to take this option. Okay, so please just tell me again, what do you say you're going to place into this bank account? Okay, right. And for what sort of time period is it going to be until you want to access the money from that? Okay. Yeah. And okay, so there's going to be an interest rate there. Yeah. And that could increase. It depends if you want variable or fixed on that. Let's just say we'll get a fixed rate for 5 years. Okay, we'll do 5 years fixed, just for an example. The variable could be work both sides of the spectrum there, right? And then you could be looking back within 5 years, and if you haven't touched this, okay, your return could be, now this is going to be something which you might be interested in, or you might not. But your investment at this particular bank, with all of your assets so safely locked into this bank as well for security, for collateral purposes, then we can be looking at some sort of return like that with you within 5 years if you invest in this bank right here, right now. And there's the catch: you don't have the money with you. What a complete waste of my time. What are you even doing here? I don't even know. No, be gone, be gone. Now you have my attention. 2 million. I see. Okay. And your investment would be inheritance, would it? Interesting. It just doesn't look like you're from that sort of lineage. I hope you don't mind me saying that. No good. Right, so if you make your investment for 2 million in there, okay, so that's about right. And we open you up a special bank account there. And what time period did you say you can make this investment? Well, at least you're being savvy about this and have it all in place. Well, that might make you just look like you fit in a little bit better in that area. I mean, it's a very expensive area, which means house prices, if you make an investment here, means they're going to be paid off very nicely. If you intertwine all your finances with this bank, then we can help you find a suitable place in that area, and people might take you a bit more seriously in that area too. Okay, well, there's a lot of luxurious properties in there. The very, I think, least in that area, I think the market goes around 5 million just for the standard properties around there. Of course, all countryside properties, and come with a little bit of land there as well, should you wish, you know, to go on horse riding and things like that. And yeah, I have a place in that area too. I've got all my horses there. We just come to the city to look a little bit more official and a bit more secure, you see. Okay. Well, that is why you've been sent up to me, wasn't it? Because you're from that area. Otherwise, you'd be way down low on the building here. Okay, just seeing some. Right, it makes a little bit more sense. Okay, so it turns out that you could be of someone importance. A little bit sketchy. I'm not quite there with you at the moment, but I will humour you nonetheless until the money has actually come through. So what this is going to require, okay, come a little bit closer. So this is going to require you to put all of your inheritance money, so that's going to be 2 million, shall we say? Okay, 2 million in there, so then we can look for further investment in there for you, so you should make a very profitable return on that if you allow us to invest that money for you. Right. I don't want anyone to hear this, but if you allow me, if that money goes directly to me and not to the bank, well, you see, I'm very savvy with money, and I should be able to make a very interesting return on that money there for you, okay? And I certainly won't spend it on cars, mansion, anything like that. Okay, I work for the bank, and the bank works for me because I own the bank. Okay, so you can add it to a special bank account, okay, with the bank. Okay, keep an eye on things, or you can add it to a sort of slightly riskier investment plan with me, who's working via the bank, but your sole interest would be just with me, and my sole interest would be just making investments with your money, and then in return both of us making money from those investments, which would be a lot more profitable than just putting it into a separate bank account. Okay, this is a very special account which I don't offer to everyone. Okay, so when you come up here and when you see the manager, we can arrange things for you. You see, we can make things just a little bit better, and if you pay in a lot of money to the bank and to me, then I will know what to do with that money, and I can invest it accordingly to make sure that you leave here happy, I leave, let's see, you leave here and I'm happy, and we can make your circumstances in that area a lot more profitable. And that will allow you to, you know, go to the suit stores, get tailored bespoke stuff whenever you want, get your hair cut whenever you want, you know, things like that. I see you've tried, but I recommend that you go there Yeah, when you go on planes, you could go in first class planes and fly wherever you want. You can go first class trains, you know, get the sleeper trains, all those things you can do if you make a savvy investment here in this bank. Okay, so there's a lot of colleagues that I could send you on my way. Once you become a friend of the bank, then the bank becomes a friend of you, which means you get access to all the little perks we can offer you. Okay, if you make a decent amount here, then we can of course help you along your way and just guide you certain directions to make a decision here. You know, if you want to spend your money a little bit here, the bank can help you with that. If you want to spend your money a little bit here, the bank can help you with that. If you'd like the bank to make a little bit of a calculation for you here, the bank will make that calculation for you. If you've got something in mind and you need something calculated here, the bank can make that for you and make it, or tell you whether that's going to be a worthy decision or not. Okay, in return, the bank can guide you, set you through to various people that you might want to see. I could recommend personal people for you, like tailors and places to travel, people to see and go to. Of course, in that area, I'm sure you're familiar with Lord Farquaad. Well, we have a special vault deep down here which contains all of his personal coin. Okay, so it's a lot of gold and things. So you can see this bank is of utmost importance. So if you have any gold or anything like that which you've accumulated, it might be in favour of Lord Farquaad, then of course the bank will look after it for you. We can do anything for you to help your investments go a little further. What it requires is a little bit of a signature, take a little bit of your details, and we can get you merrily set up, and in return the bank can offer you some little perks on the way. Well, let's just say that I wasn't expecting someone like you to be able to, let's say, make investments like that, but inheritance things are certainly something which can be useful for one's character, and I'd say for you in that regard, that you are now eligible to become a friend of the bank. Yeah. Okay, we like people with money here at this bank, and I'd be lying if I said if you didn't have money, then we don't really want you here. You're not really worth our time. But the fact is you do, which makes you very worth our time, which means once you have it and put it in this bank, you don't have to worry about it ever again, because you will always be in our club. Well, I see that you have certainly lightened up a little bit there. You just look like you've been sucking on lemons the whole time with that sour face and unwelcoming smile. Well, it doesn't do well for when you want to make certain impressions on people. Okay, so it'll be my pleasure to arrange this for you. So all it's going to require is a simple yes from you, a signature here and there, take your details from over here, set up an account over here, and we can get you all started up. Okay, banking can be very, very easy if you want it to be. It just requires a little bit of a push in the right direction. That's what I'm here for. Make some friends in various places. That's what I'm here for. Have some special accounts to get some perks. That's what I'm here for. And in return, you can do whatever the hell you want in that area and let them insult you as much as they probably do in that area. Yeah, no, you just look like an easy target. It's not yeah, that's not detrimental to towards your character. It's just the way you present yourself. But perhaps I see it a little bit differently. You dress like that so you don't fit in society, so no one suspects anything, but in return you are actually one of them, aren't you? I admire that ever so. Yeah, I do also take the same approach in various aspects like that. I think I quite like you, in which case I think I couldn't give you some little perks. Now you say you're on holiday and you're heading to America, okay, and it was a little loan you wanted there. Now I won't question when you've got some money coming in like that. So to enable all of this to happen, then we do require just a little bit of proof to begin this process. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. I will take hold of that there for you. Okay, and this includes investment signatures here. Okay, oh, that's good, that's what we want. Previous details, transactions and bank accounts, that's looking good. And that house of yours there as well. What page is that on? Okay, and this is a title deeds in there for proof as well, is it? So we just have to make sure that you have the appropriate collateral to gain acknowledgement for this. Okay, so freehold dealings on that, and that's going down. So we've got how many acres? 50 acres. That's a fair amount, I suppose. Okay, so that gives you plenty of room there for collateral would be necessary for that. So your property already at the moment is worth quite a lot. And is that tied up with the bank here? Do you have any mortgages with us? That is the correct answer, no, which means you own it. That's good. So that makes you very eligible to work with us. Okay, so it turns out you're actually quite a millionaire. Yes, that's very good. Yeah. So you kept that a little bit quiet there as well. Okay, and your job here, I could see that you don't actually do anything because you don't need to do anything. Splendid, that's even better. That's what we like to see there. Okay, so let me just do the little bank checklist here. So we've got the deeds here, okay, and then we've got the transaction there, and the inheritance document. Was that in there as well? Ah, there it is, yeah, oh, that's fine. And signature, yeah, good. No, that's all good there. Okay, so occupation, just I'd say important person, really. Okay, who likes to trick people into thinking they're not important at all, but really you're incredibly well off. I would say you're quite upper class, really, aren't you? Good, good, good. That's what we like here at this bank. So get you sorted there. Okay, right. Yeah, no, that's good. So I'm just seeing on the land documents you have here. Okay, so turns out you've got quite a lot of collateral with the property you have here. Okay, and you've got 50 acres there. Then I cannot help but notice you have another 50 acres. Okay, so in the same area. Oh, that's excellent. Well, we could sign that all in to the bank. We could connect you up with us and make sure you have the security protection you need. So because of what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing extra things in here. So do you mind if I make a couple of adjustments here? Okay, so that's going to be okay, and another one there. So if I do that calculation there, so now I'm just calculating how much your land is actually worth. Okay, and this is without potential building or anything like that, and should you wish to go anything residential in that area, which I assume we don't, because that's not what we would do. We just buy land and we keep it for nature, of course. Good. Yeah, so without any residential doings on there or anything in the future without planning permission, then yes, you've got quite a bit of money tied up in there. So let me do that. If that would be how many acres on there? 100 acres around there in that area as well. Very expensive. Okay, I don't suppose you can see, overlook Lord Farquaad's castle there, can you? Perfect. Whether that increases the value of the land. I see. That's brilliant. That's exactly what we like to hear. Okay, so yeah, we're probably looking about 100 million there. Okay, for that area that you speak of. Yeah, no, it's that land is exceptionally valuable. If you notice that, because you've got mansions all around you, okay, there's personal things you have in that area, so you probably have service charge, yeah. Yeah, so that's sort of security in that area. You also have gardeners in that area who just do the blitz, the whole thing. That's everything, looking after the land, looking at maintenance, you know, things like all the things you know about. Okay, so with the Lord Farquhar view and there, it really does add quite a lot of value to your property there, which means that we can certainly give you that bank account, and I will do the private investments for you there as well. What colleague was it that brought you up? Okay, what was their name? And how did they spot that you were one of us and not one of those riff-raffy type of people we are not so keen on? Okay, no, I'll certainly be promoting that person because they have done a stupendous job being able to see through, and that is precisely what we like to do at this bank. Okay, the elite club, we like you to be in it with us here. Okay, so we don't stick around with all the city folk here at all. This is just our private dwellings to make everything seem a lot more official. We'd rather be back in that area. I'm sure you know we don't really want to be around all these people, but like we said, we just try to be as official looking as possible, and you'd be surprised the amount of local riffraff we have here in this area as well. So it all helps and makes us feel a lot better, doesn't it? Great, yes. Okay, so further investments in that area is always worthy reason to be doing this. Okay, so I've just added a couple of notes in there for you, so everything that I believe your property is worth, along with the value of your dwellings and also your freehold on there as well. So anything which I think would be of value, I've just given you a couple of little tips and then things that you can do there with us, so you've always got that in writing in there as well. I don't think there's going to be anything else that I require from you apart from probably a signature, so I'm just going to place that there for you. Okay, and we can get that copied and filed and looked after there for you. I expect you have all your dealings and all your paperwork filed. If not, I'd be more than happy to keep it for you here. If you look over there, that filing cabinet, so yeah, there's a Lord Farquhar one down there as well. You can also join that elite club. We will take care of all of your personal filings there for you too. Right, that's great. So this is just going to require a very, very quick basic setup here for you. Okay, so I'm going to give you that personal investment banking, so you're going to see an absolute healthy return on every single thing that you do, everything that you place in, where that inheritance comes in as well. That will be most profitable for you. Okay, I take it this is just even a side venture for you. Perfect, good. So you've been exceptionally savvy with everything. That's great. So okay, move that there, right. Okay, so that's great for the bank. So let me talk to you about that holiday that you said you were going on. So please do tell me, whereabouts in America were you going to? And when are you going? Bear with me one second. Montague, please can you come up here? Okay, I've just emailed you some instructions there. Yep. Send it through to Penelope as well. She will also get that and yeah, advise you on that one. Okay, within 1 minute, please. Right. No, don't worry about that. So somewhere in America. Excellent. How long are you there for? Leisure. Okay. Have you got your boat out there as well? Perfect. Luxury yacht. That's exactly what we want. Hi. Yeah, you can just pop it down there. This is our newest member of the bank here, who has joined our little family. It is an absolute pleasure to welcome them here at the bank. Thank you so much, Montague and Penelope. Thank you. Thanks. Would you like anything, by the way? Coffee? Some a little bit stronger. No, that's just fine. Thanks for asking. Well, your little venture, your little leisurely trip out, just we got a little bit of gift for you here. Okay, this is just, you know, from the bank here. So please, by all means, we'd like you to have a little gift here. So how much do you think you'll need for your holiday? Don't worry about this. No, this is fine. So, like I said, we'd like to look after all of our friends here at the bank. This is just a little gift from us here at the bank. We want to make sure that you enjoy your holiday and you are stress-free and you come back and you can get all of your things sorted out, and we'll sort things out there for you as well. And we want to make sure that you are always financially happy there. So let's say we pop down, I don't know, about 20 be good for you. Just a little bit of spending money for you. So you just want a little bit of, you know. So yeah, I'd say about 20. Of course, I'm joking. I was only joking there. I'd say about 50. Would that be alright? Good. That should give you plenty of spending money whilst you're there. Relax, enjoy yourself. Get yourself something nice. If you want something extra on your boat, you can see to that there as well. It's a gift from us here at the bank. Okay, these are just what investments can do, and they can be very beneficial there for you. And all this is going to be required here at your end is just make a simple signature, and we would like to just make things a little bit more comfortable for you. Would you like that in a suitcase there or something? No? Okay, so I'm just going to try to make the appropriate things here. So take that there and make sure that goes in there. So that will be your page there, and I'll pop a signature down there myself. Okay. And another one for me here. That's good. And so all that are required there for you is just to pop a signature there, please. Yep, that's fine. And same again, just there, please. Perfect, that's great. And see at the bottom there, just pop a signature down there, please. Thank you. And then we'll turn this over. See, these two pages are going to be yours there. Okay, this just goes through everything which we've discussed here already. So Penelope actually wrote all this up very quickly. Okay, so if you would like to sign that, and then same again down there, please. Yep, and one more there. Perfect, and one more page there for you to sign. Okay, and this makes it all official. This is just basically showing us that you're going to be looked after by us here at the bank. Okay, so anything you need, anything of those extras, then you will come directly to me and no one else at the bank, and I will sort out all your personal dealings. I have assistants who work directly for me as well, keep an eye on everything all the time so we can all have perfect peace of mind. I mean, we've been a generational business here at this bank for probably about 500 to 600 years. Okay, so we've had dealings with all the Farquhards and been close, working closely with them. Okay, so that's going to be all outlined in a special pack which I'm going to give you very shortly, so if you'd like to sign that. Okay, that's great. And if you'd like to sign there, perfect. And if you could just sign down there as well, that'd be really great for me. Thank you so much. Yep, and I think that, and finally that one there. And yeah, so this one, everything that we've discussed there as well. But you're also under the Farquhar privacy little thing that we have here at this bank. So once there's knowledge of the Farquhar estate here at the bank, then we keep that to ourselves and we don't tell riffraff about any of that. So that's just a signature there, and that just makes sure that we are all, you know, in our circle, well looked after with one another. So if you can just sign there, Perfect, that's great. Let's close that up. So a copy will be sent to you immediately, okay, for your browsing, and you can keep that, and we have our copy here looked after there for you as well. So we pop that in there, okay. This requires a special pen here, so what I'd like to do for you, I'm going to write down a couple of names. Okay, this is for when you're over stage there. Okay, so these are going to be a list of very helpful people to you. Okay, so okay, see that person there? That's Matilda, should you wish to go there. Okay, this will be the name for when you want to do some traveling over there. If you want to take the plane, use this airline here, call them up and tell them my name, and to get you your business class immediately for the flight. Okay, so activities, what would you be doing in America? Perfect, so anything to do with boats, yachting, see this person here. Okay. Anything up with your yachts, they will sort of you, and their team will be very efficient and look after you. Might I recommend this hotel here, should you wish to not venture out on your sea legs? Take that journey there to that hotel. They're the very best there, and they will take perfect care of you. Okay. A lot of time they probably might mistake you, as I did to begin with, but once you're there, just tell them my name. They should know, not just the workers there, but more so the owners of these places. Ask to speak with them, just give them one name, it should sort you out pretty much in all these places. We've got our fingers throughout many places, and America has their very own certain area like ours, shall we say, over here. So we have somewhat close relations over one another there. Okay, and might I suggest that you see this person here, and they act as a little bit of a personal assistant, highly recommended. Anything you need or want, see that person there, their telephone number, okay, and their telephone number. And the number for that, and this one as well. Okay, and I think that should be it there for you. We'll keep this added in your pack, anything which I deem to be useful for you. Hopefully it's all going to be in here now, and this should be well sorted to enjoy your holidays. So please do take your gift there. Okay, all of your, should we say, thoughts, pop them in this book here. I'll get everything looked after you. This is more of a look after you book from now on. Okay, so anything that you need, people of importance or anything like that, just pop them in here. This red book, no one will blink an eye with a standard folder like this, but this will contain a lot of important things for you along your journey, wherever the hell you want to go and what you want to do. Okay, so I'd like to welcome you officially to our bank. Thank you so much for joining with us there, and it really is a pleasure to make your acquaintance and for us to here to look after you. Okay, so we can get that put in a suitcase there for you as well, along with your little gift from us. Okay, so this will be greeting you when you go downstairs. Okay, so let me just check. I know that's, yeah, okay, that's 50 in there, so okay, and we'll get that all in suitcase for you, and that'll be waiting for you as soon as you get to the front door. Okay. And Montague, if you can sort that out immediately, thank you. So yeah, that'll be there for you. So is there anything else I can help you with? I must say you look a lot more relaxed than what you did when you first walked in here, almost as if you thought you didn't fit in, but please, you're one of us, you have nothing to worry about. We will look after everything that you need. Okay, that's what we're here for. Well, thank you so much for coming up to visit me. It was an absolute pleasure to serve you. Okay, and remember, keep everything hush hush for your personal dealings here with us, because privacy is of the utmost importance, because we don't want local riffraff to deal with any of our affairs. We want to make sure that you have all the best investments that you can possibly have and don't have to do a thing at all. Okay, yeah, so local riffraff tend to yeah, they just don't fit in. Yeah, so I get the camouflage. Very, very clever. Yeah, really good. Okay, so I think we're all good there. So once again, really great to make your acquaintance. You're exceptionally worth all of my time, so thank you so much. Come and see me if there's anything else I can do for you. No? Well, that's great. If you want a cigar or something, you can just get them at the main reception down there. I'll have it waiting for you. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your holiday. Cheerio.